Look like, there is some level of stability, as it were, in the country. But I remember when the president won, there were questions as to who called and who did not call in terms of, presidents around the world. Does this sort of put that question of legitimacy to rest now?
Everything that has to do with legitimacy, this has addressed it. This is the only official quarter that is permitted by the law of the land. That if you're aggrieved, if you don't agree with what happened on the 25th of February, proceed to the court. And all the candidates submitted themselves to the jurisdiction of this court. Everybody. So everybody that felt, some did not actually come to the court. They just felt that, well, we'll wait. So all the major players, that's the Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party, submitted to the jurisdiction of this court, and they went to the Court of Appeal, and not tired, not satisfied with the verdict of the Court of Appeal, proceeded to the Supreme Court. Thank God, because of the Electoral Act evolving. Before, we used to have a situation whereby this might span till 2 years after election, but now it's 180 days. After the election, you are given 27 days to file your petition. After that 27 days, you are meant to start. The tribunal will have 180 days to adjudicate on the whole thing, make your submission within.
I have to put you on hold for just a minute, but we want to take that reaction earlier because you didn't mention it. That you mentioned it earlier about all of this coming to an end. And while also reacting to that verdict, the Chief of Staff to the President, Gbajabiamila, also said the same thing. He said, now that litigations are over, it is time to focus on governance. We just want to take that reaction from him.
That the decisions were unanimous, without any dissenting voice. Like the judge said, all litigation must come to an end. They addressed all the issues, about 7 of them, and those issues were, and the judgments on each of the issues were clearly unassailable as far as I'm concerned. That's come to an end now. We now have to all come together as one country, one people, and move ahead and take this country where it rightfully should be.
I came here as somebody who's interested, as somebody who wants the country to move forward. So I congratulate Mr. President, and I think that this has come to the end. No more speculation. That's why Mr. President can focus and do what he's supposed to do for Nigerians.
Pertaining to acceptance of this verdict, I urge our colleagues, politicians, to accept it in good faith. And also I have to use the opportunity to congratulate politicians, to congratulate the leaders of the opposition political parties, because it is better for them to resort to judiciary, which they have done so.
This is not just a victory for our party APC. It's a victory for the country. And we want to salute the judiciary, starting from the Supreme Court, the Appeal Court. Their judgment was very detailed, was very meticulous. We laid the foundation for the Supreme Court judgment. I want to salute the judges of the Supreme Court as well. They were straight to the point. And I believe that this judgment will be seen worldwide as that which is in line with global best practices in law.